Of all the animals dwelling on the Earth's surface, the dogs happen to be one of the most domesticated species, first as hunting aids and then as acceptable guards and honored house guests. And what nice guests they've become, because dogs are now counted as a vital member of many families across the world. If you've always been a dog person and are dreaming of adopting your cute little bundle of joy someday, here are a list of dogs that might possibly go rogue on you someday, and you would be left lamenting somewhat along the lines of, "He used to be such a good boy." So, if you're new to the channel, then you're in the right place. Enjoy our kick-ass countdown, and don't forget to pick the right pet this time. Also, like, subscribe, and comment all the memories this video might stir up. Sarplaninac Shepherd. The Sarplaninac is a large, strongly built dog with opinions just as large. Originally hailing from the mountains in which they were named and formerly known as the Illyrian sheepdog, these large dogs weigh between anywhere from 75 to 100 pounds in weight and 24 inches in height. These dogs have a large head, which is quite proportionate to the body, and dark, intense eyes. And of course, that makes it impossible not to fall in love with these beastly beauties. These great masses of fur will make them good cuddle buddies in cold winter for a lonely heart. And you can also let your kids play with this breed of dog, as they are great with family and active friends. If you don't have a Sarplaninac Shepherd, you're missing out on a lot of fun. Just take a look at this beauty. If you're watching this video and happen to reside in Denmark, we're sorry to inform you that it's actually banned there due to controversies that, honestly, we're not quite certain about. About 13 breeds of dogs are actually illegal in Denmark, which is a bummer because 8 of these breeds have no destructive track record. Don't worry, I'm sure there's a dog out there for you, just maybe not this big fluffy beast, but I'm sure you'll find one regardless. American Bulldog. The American Bulldog is a volatile bund of energy and short, powerful legs and equally destructive jaws. The brachycephalic breed could be all fun and love in the winter, then come snapping in its jaws on a hot day. This is why there are restrictions on the distribution of the American Bulldog, as one must be of legal age, responsible, stable mind and body, and also have no past criminal records in order to be considered a good candidate to own this breed. Owners are also required to purchase a liability insurance scheme to cover the accidental harm caused by their pets. In the U.S., Arkansas, Colorado, Missouri, Nebraska, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Puerto Rico, Texas, Washington, and West Virginia have all banned the ownership of this dog. Other countries who also have a ban on this sturdy soldier are Belarus, Bermuda, Denmark, Italy, Singapore, Turkey, Ukraine, and Venezuela. If you're still interested in adopting an American Bulldog, just simply ask for rules and regulations concerning this breed in your city or country. Tosa can. The Tosa can is fire. This rare Japanese dog breed measures only 62 to 81 centimeters in height and weighing in at some 36 to 61 kilograms in weight, with a toned muscle built like an armored suit. This dog was built for fighting and aggressive blood sports, as every inch of their muscular screams, "Ready." Intense, suspicious, intelligent, and calculating, they could be considered snipers in the dog world, as these dogs are also said to be capable of fighting without making a sound, which makes them effective hunters too. The Tosa can could hunt down a wild boar in minutes, and is simply too aggressive to be rendered to the calm tones and white walls of our houses. The Tosa can are banned in both Japan and the UK. Fila Brasileiro. The Fila Brasileiro, or Brazilian Mastiff, is a massive dog developed in, you already guessed it, Brazil. They're known for their unforgiving temperament and aggressive nature, and also identify with extremely accurate tracking abilities. These qualities have marked them as excellent guard dogs, which they were developed to be. The Fila Brasileiro is usually used in herding cattle as well as hunting prey for their owners. During the 18th century, they were even used as hunting down runaway slaves to return to their masters. The Brazilian Mastiff requires a special letter from the court to be legally owned in places like Fiji, the UK, Norway, Malta, and Cyprus. In Australia, even in the state of Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, and Western Australia, The Fila is a restricted or prescribed breed, and importation of this breed is strictly prohibited. They are a top danger collared dog in many countries, and if imported or prescribed, the males are usually neutered, as seen in many places like New Zealand, Trinidad, and Tobago. Pressa Canario. The Pressa Canario is a Spanish breed of large dog mastiff that originated from the Canary Islands. The Pressa Canario was formerly known as the Doggo Canario. This powerhouse stands at 60 to 66 centimeters in height and weighs some 50 to 65 kilograms, with the females weighing 10 kilograms less than the males. Traditionally, these dogs were used as guard dogs just like the Fila Brasileiro, and they make for good herding dogs for both sheep and cattle. But being a farm dog wasn't exactly what makes them illegal though, as the Pressa Canario have a history of blood sport and were used in dog fighting, which was illegal in Spain up until 1936. They have been known to have outbursts and attack people on the street. Diane Whipple, who was an American lacrosse player and college coach, had been brutally attacked to death by two of these guys in 2001. With a body built like death, it's no surprise that they've been banned in countries like Australia and New Zealand. Tibetan Mastiff. Don't be fooled by the beautiful nature of this dog that wears a double-breasted coat all year round. Well, except for the owner that decides to shave them. The Tibetan Mastiff is considered a primitive beast, still similar to the wild beasts in the jungles, and here's why. This not-so-mastiff species retained the hardy nature which was required for it to survive in the Tibetan and high-altitude Himalayan range. During their ancestral age with original parents, they also happen to have instinctive behaviors similar to that of canine packs, which are necessary for survival in harsh environments. The Tibetan breed are much closer to the wolf canids than they would likely admit to be, and are highly unsuitable for any apartment complex. Perhaps in a fenced house with a yard, maybe, but as they're more rebellious at night, the neighbors might get hurt strolling past your house. If you've been around thick-furred animals, you're more than likely familiar with the raw stench of heated flesh, as the Tibetan Mastiff is a beast in need of regular baths. So you should prepare for a bath about every 3 days to bear the stench. Tibetan Mastiffs are banned or even restricted in Malaysia, the Maldives, Bermuda Islands, parts of the United States, Australia, and France. Czechoslovakian Wolfdog. The Czechoslovakian Wolfdog was a breed developed from the Carpathian Grey Wolf and German Shepherd so as to create dog breed with the temperament, pack mentality, and trainability of the German Shepherd, with strength, physical build, and stamina of the Carpathian Wolf. The breeds themselves are highly sociable and can be playful with a whole family and friends too. They still have the canine pack sense and would do better if they're not isolated in separate kennels. These dogs are fun for owners with experience and time to invest in their pets. If these hybrids are not exposed to hunting prey at a young age, there is a high probability that they'll never hurt a hair on your skin. Just check with your local and city rules on acquiring a pet wolf dog if you badly want a stunning coated wolf dog by your fireside. Doberman Pinscher. This elegant canine breed is considered highly intelligent, fiercely loyal, and always alert. The Doberman, also known as the German Pinscher, is a strong and tenacious individual with some streaks of stubbornness. Just like every other dog previously mentioned, the Doberman has its own unique nature. These fearless creatures are not afraid to take the highway, as they're also not afraid to follow their curious nature to the end of the road. They don't care what they might find and will enjoy the trip all the way. Maybe this is why most local law enforcement actually favor these types of dogs, because they help in big investigations. The Dobermans are generally quite lenient with their owners, mildly aggressive to other canines, and very aggressive to strangers. Dobermans are dogs with a strong sense of responsibility, and they would tolerate getting physically punched by their own owners till they feel sufficiently punched and lash out. They only tend to retaliate if they feel the punishment is extreme though. 10 states have banned the ownership of the Doberman Pinschers in the United States, and those are Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Arkansas, Mississippi, Wisconsin, Missouri, Ohio, Kansas, and Iowa. Boerboel. Many dog experts would plead on behalf of the South African Mastiff, saying that it's calm, intelligent, and family-oriented, and we can't argue with that. They do love their owners and are quite protective. However, the Boerboel has been reported on so many occasions to have bitten the children that they were supposed to be guarding that a doctor has lamented on the conditions that a kid was brought to him. All parts of the child's face were said to be placed in an ice pack except the eyes and eyelids. Quote, the child had just been riding on his bike, had put his bicycle down, and might have wanted to touch the dog when he was attacked. In a single bite, it amputated the child's nose, both his cheeks, upper jaw, and top lip. He had also reported that the child will require a minimum of 10 surgeries till adulthood for fairly symmetrical features. In another case, a Boerboel had bitten off the arm of its owner and stripped the soft tissue from the woman's arm. Fortunately for the woman, the bone, one of the 3 major nerves, and main blood vessels had all been spared. Quote, if her husband hadn't been home and hadn't run outside and fired a shotgun in the air, she would have well lost an arm entirely, he said. This was not the reason for its ban in Denmark, though, as they had suspected it was being used for illegal dogfighting. The Boerboel is also banned in Ukraine, Russia, France, Romania, Iowa, Switzerland, and various other countries. Lastly, American Pit Bull Terrier. The American Pit Bull Terrier is a breed that leaves us with a whiplash when we think too hard. They had risen from an ancient breed of fighting dogs and still retain their primitive nature of destruction. Why will anyone want to keep a dog ranking on the chart of illegal dogs, you ask? Well, it's simple, really. They're more than just irrational temperaments. They're still one of the most family-friendly dogs, affectionate and loyal, which could be owned by anybody. The American Pit Bull Terrier is a welcome guest in many homes and a great guardian for kids. However, owning one will be endangering to your neighbors, as it's not guaranteed that you'll be matched up with a stable-tempered pit bull on your first attempt, and this is why there are bans on this breed. On many occasions, there are plenty of stories where these types of dogs have ended up turning on their owners, and therefore they are banned in Denmark and the United Kingdom. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, as well as turn on post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.